What's the market opportunity for enterprise clients that you currently have that are doing the top hard end, right? The corporate jobs that you can now start adding high volume into. And then also that there's a defense position there, as you'd said before. They don't have to look anywhere else.
Yeah.
What's the opportunity look like for your current client portfolio?
There really isn't a global hiring platform that can do corporate and decentralized really well. So by us...
Many have tried.
Yes.
Leo, ICE, they've all tried and failed.
And in some cases tried by acquisition as well, which is a very difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
Integration is most likely to fail, to be perfect. You're starting on the wrong side there. I think for us, that the ability to get that right offers us the opportunity to near double what could be coming out of some of these accounts, especially when you look at consumption. And you add that on top of a core subscription product. It feels relatively low risk for them to start experimenting with a more integrated, seamless user experience without having to commit to something for 5, 6, 7 years. So we were talking the other day about SaaS is dead with a group of my team. And I actually really agree with that. I think as we move to some of these newer technologies that people don't understand and can't quantify, we're going to need to move in that direction. And the first people to jump on that bandwagon and offer it will immediately see some adoption and will immediately see some pickup and impact from that. And I'm excited to tackle that challenge. So bringing those two together is going to be important, but I guess that's right.
So it sounds like you're moving to more of a CaaS, consumption as a service kind of scenario. The question is, because there are many different layers in that consumption, right?
Yep.
You have the programmatic side of the house, pay-per-click, pay-per-app, and then you come into your side where there's also going to be a pay-per what have you. Is that where you see the future of our systems going, where everything is literally around consumption and performance?
Yeah. So I see a lot of the sourcing top of funnel products and things like CRM, onboarding, core ATS, text messaging, things like that have in some cases had some consumption elements. Actually all be rolling directly into a platform fee, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
There's good margin on those products. So it's relatively low risk for a lot of businesses to actually pull it all in and just offer a flat fee to get people started. The products that companies don't understand, so the consumption of an LLM or a third-party application that's doing some sort of conversational processing.
Right.
These are costs that are very difficult for myself and my CFO to predict.
Yes.
And so that's where we're going to have to lean into consumption. But we don't want it to feel like this massive menu where you have to predict 5 different attributes. So for us, we are rolling a lot of things together that have historically had a lot of little price tags. We're putting them together, charging a singular platform fee, and then we're asking people to predict one thing. How many people are they going to hire? And we're building in enough runway in the pricing of that per hire unit to give ourselves flexibility to still make it simple for our customers. So they're getting that experience, but they're getting it in a really simple way.
So we haven't said agent a lot, right? But that's where I think 2025 is the year of agentic, right? Moving more toward agents. What's Smart Recruiters looking to do? And I would assume it's going to have a lot to do with the partnership side of the house to be able to make Winston the most robust little green guy that's available out there in the hiring experience.
Well, when you speak to Sharon, the first pillar of our product strategy is agent-powered hiring. I believe that recruiting should be reduced to 4 decision points. The first one is, who do I need to hire? What skill do I need? What's the role I'm filling? How fast do I need it? Tell me that. Okay. Second one, I want that one. And I want to talk to them right now, and then facilitating that conversation. So interviewing the right person, not screening for them, not posting jobs, not programmatic advertising, not scheduling interviews, not going through lists of people, but just here are the 3 people that you should choose based on what you just told me. Here's an interview with each of them right now. Have that conversation. Okay, third decision. I want to pick one. And I'm going to make them an offer. And I need to have a conversation with that person because I need to pitch them on why they should work for me.
Right.
And then the fourth, which is, okay, you're hired now. Here's exactly what I need from you 30, 60, 90 days to be successful. Everything else agents can do. Like those four decisions are really at the core of what recruiting should be. It is making it human again because they're big connection points. Obviously, finding a job, taking a job is a very personal experience. And those are the most personal moments of it all. But scheduling interviews, sourcing, otherwise, our plan is to leverage Winston in combination with a lot of agent friends, we'll say, to do everything else on behalf of the user. And our hirers will only interact with candidates at those four moments. So that's the plan. That's the vision.
In 2025, we know agents are going to be big. What's going to be another inflection point, do you believe, in 2025? Doesn't have to be technology. Where do you think an inflection point happens?
Oh, I think regulation is going to be a big one.
Or no regulation?
Or no regulation. Well, regulation will come. Like there will be some sort of incident. There will be some sort of law that comes to be in one country or another that's going to start a domino effect.
Gotcha.
If there's risk to anyone's plans, it's not knowing at all what that's going to be.
Yeah.
And we're building technology to maximize flexibility so that we can react to that moment. Mm-hmm. But what it will be will likely change how people think about implementing, deploying, and the speed at which they buy it. I do think that there's obviously EU AI Act and others have been very public. I think there will be other things that will come to light that will help us define the speed at which change happens. And hopefully it will actually speed it up. It could.
Yeah.
But I'd say that's probably a big one that I know is coming.
So knowing that California, Illinois, New York, and then the EU, they all have these kind of like levels of regulation. As CEO, what do you build for? Do you build for the highest that's out there, and as it continues to move, you've got to continue to move up, and then everybody else below that?
Yeah.
Because to me, it feels like it'd be really hard to build for Arkansas and California.
Well, I mean, that's the case even with the GDPR. Like building for France versus the United States is very different too.
Yeah.
One word comes to mind: build to be and maximize transparency. Like as long as your technology can be transparent, is explainable, people understand how it works, the level of fear, in my opinion, reduces. The level of risk reduces, because not only are people more likely to lean into your tech because they actually understand how it works and they feel safe in the way that things have been computed, but you yourself can understand when you're going in the wrong direction. Like, I think we build too fast sometimes, or there's speed at which innovation is deployed. And it's often the people that move the fastest that are the first ones to trip. And I think it's that they're so caught on this wave of greatness that they forget to double check themselves. There is no perfection in this moment. It will be an imperfect rollout. But those that I think continue to check themselves, continue to look at their own data, continue to audit themselves even when no one's asking, that will be the safest. And if you just build for transparency in general, then exposing different things through a UI is the easy part. It's the guts and the flexibility of those guts and the visibility of those guts that is actually going to allow you the ability to adapt on a dime when a new state releases a new law or a new country deploys something different.
Thank you.
You're welcome.